Alright, hey YouTube. I just got my Champion inverter generator, 3400 watt. It is a dual fuel. It's propane and gas. As you can see here. It has the 30 amp plug start. It is all ready for RV use. Kind of what I got it for when I'm flying my drones. Okay, let me get this unpacked. As you can see, it comes pretty packed up. Got your instructions, which I'll be following how to change or put the oil in. This is your regulator clip for storage when you hook it on the handle. And continuing down, this is your regulator for your propane. I'm just going to throw everything up here on the chop saw. Here's a nifty little funnel they give you for changing the oil or putting the first oil in. And it's 10W30 oil that you have to use. It's supposed to weigh about 100 pounds or close to it. Okay, so there it is in the bag. This side is the front. So there's the front. So we'll just take it out of the sheet here. Okay, and there it is. As you can see, we'll go over the front here real quick. That's your battery on off. The battery is not hooked up yet. I have to hook it up. Oops. This is your 30 amp plug for your trailer. As you can see, the little trailer above it. Econo mode, electric start, choke. This is your propane and gas switch. So you can only have it hooked up to one at a time, gas. You switch it, now you can plug your propane hose into it. You have a pull start. And like I said, this is the Champion dual fuel, which is propane and gas inverter. You have two 120 volt outlets, and this is your parallel ports. If you get another generator, you can hook up to it. You have a 12 volt cigarette lighter type plug here, 8 amp fuse, and these are your fuse or your breakers, circuit breakers, I guess, for your 120 volt outlets. It has wheels on the back, two handles for easy carry. For two people would be a lot easier. Huge gas tank lid. Look at it too, easy to get out. Got your filter inside. Like I said, you have the handles here for carrying. You have your lifter here. Now you can actually wheel it a little bit easier. And there's your exhaust keep this pointed away from other campers and you should be good to go. Okay, let's get the directions out and see what they tell us. I believe they have an easy start directions in that pamphlet with the other one. I forgot to mention the yellow low oil light, the red overload light, and the green output light. Okay, step 1 is place the generator on a flat, level surface, which I have. Remove the back panel of the inverter to access the oil cap. Remove the oil cap / dipstick and add oil up to 0.6 quarts of oil and replace oil cap / dipstick. Do not overfill. I'm going to give you a little picture there, so I will get to that step. Okay, panel is off. We'll put that up here. They do put a blue tag up on the top there. It says there is no oil in the unit, which is the same as this tag here on the dipstick. We'll set all that right there. Let's put that in there for a second. They also give you a Champion plug, USB plug for a cigarette lighter, which will fit in the 12 volt hole over on the other side of the generator. Okay, so now it says to fill with 10W30 weight. Cool. It does have like the little rubber ramp right here that comes out onto another ledge, so you don't get oil down inside your generator. Okay, let's check the oil. Remember, it is sitting at a lean. Okay, I guess I got it right on the first time. Pretty close. So put that back on. Okay, then let's put the cover back on. Alright, step number 2. Loosen and remove the 2 maintenance screws and the battery maintenance cover. Cut the zip tie that is binding the battery cables together. Loosen and remove battery terminal screws. Connect the red positive plus and the black negative minus wire leads to the battery terminals. Replace battery terminal screws and cover wires and terminal with the rubber covers. Replace battery maintenance cover and screws. Alright, I went ahead and turned the generator around to the back. And I'm going to take the cover off and screw the 2 screws. And pop the cover off. And it says to take the battery out, which you have to unhook this rubber strap it has. Pull the battery out, and it says to cut this zip tie. Be careful not to cut the cables. Okay. You have your positive, which they said was red. I'm going to have to cut these Zip ties here on the boots also. Pliers. Now you have to cut these off so you can slide the little booty up so you can hook it up. Okay, so then let's move these up. You got 2 rubber caps on the battery itself. Gotta remove those. Okay, the screw or the nut stays inside the battery, which I'm going to switch this around. I've seen people on YouTube do that. They want them on top, going down instead of front mount. Carefully push this back in. Pick up your battery holder, rubber strap, and then your battery should be connected. Don't forget to put the battery cap back on. This one here, I'm sure it's going to be a lot quieter than this one, but we're going to check it out. Looks like we're ready to go. There's the handle. Just got to fill it up and get the propane regulator and stuff put on. Okay, step 3, move the generator to a well-ventilated area outside. Maintain at least 5 feet or 1.5 meters of clearance on all sides. Move the generator outside before filling the tank with gasoline or connecting the LPG cylinder. Use clean, fresh, unleaded gasoline, step 4A. With a minimum octane rating of 85 and an ethanol content of less than 10% by volume. Do not mix oil with fuel. Clean the area around the fuel cap. Remove the fuel cap and slowly add fuel to the tank. Do not overfill. Allow approximately 1/4 inch, 6.4 millimeters of space for fuel expansion. Screw on the fuel cap and wipe any spilled fuel. Okay, I got my gas can from Duel tire, especially for ATVs and generators. Got my propane tank. Got this one from Bud's Lumber, and there's the generator. We are going to hook up to the propane first because that's what I plan on using most of the time. So using the LPG hose included, connect the hose to the LPG cylinder. We'll hook that up first. Which has a screw-on cap. Pretty simple. Just like you hook up to your barbecue pit. Okay, and then make sure all connections are tight. Okay, and hook this part, as you can see, has a cap on it. Pop the cap off, and it has a quick connect link connection. Flip this to propane. The switch right here, it blocks the propane hole connection. So you flip it up, disconnects the gas. This hooks up right into there. Okay, so just push the ring in, hook it up, make sure it's connected good. Slowly turn on the propane gas, I'm guessing will be next. Once the connections are secured and safe, turn on the LPG fuel supply on cylinder. Kind of listen for leaks, it says on YouTube. Slowly turn it on. Okay, it appears to be hooked up. Flip the battery switch to the on position. It has a little bit of a charge, that's good. Battery switch may be turned off to prevent battery drain during normal periods of inactivity. Turn the fuel selector switch to the vertical position. Pull the choke, and here we go. Wow. That is really quiet. Okay, let's see how long we have to let it run for. Plug in a 120 volt to get an electrical load. Okay, I have my 120 volt 60 hertz heater. Turn it on slowly. See if we have a drain on the generator. A little bit of a rev, not much. Okay, one thing I did read, you turn the battery, when you have the propane on, turn the battery off, and electric start off, and kill the propane at the bottle, and it shuts down. Okay, now I'm going to put gas in it for the rest of the test. Just because I have to barbecue tonight, I need my gas propane bottle. Okay, let me fill this up real quick. Okay, like I said, I got this new gas can from Duel's Tires. We're going to see how it works. It is kind of built, it looks kind of for generators going dropping right in, or ATVs. It has a push nozzle, then lets out the air. Then we're going to give it a try. I don't know if I should take that out or not. Just push down on it, I think. Oop. Nope, I take that little thing out of there. There we go. It does have a nozzle inside the container. It goes up, it goes to the bottom to let air in when you're doing this, which is really nice. That'll be good for now. Okay, so now I'm gonna unhook this. You should hear a psst, usually they say. Okay, I'll just leave this on. No, we're not. Okay, so now make sure the lid's tight on the gas can and turn the battery on. I'm going to do the electric start again. I'm going to unplug the heater. Shouldn't need to charge it. Oh, sorry, I forgot to flip the switch. It's a safety switch. Now it should. Okay, after about 5 hours, take off the drain dipstick. Take that out. And the hose for the oil goes back here to the bottom of the engine. Hooks on up here. Just use a pliers like this one to clip this little clip here. Just do a little bit in there. I'll tilt the engine over, or the generator over here in a minute. Just drain this really good. That is your break-in period. After this, I'm ready to go. I'll probably be heading up to my property and maybe a night or two up there, and then make sure everything's working fine along with the RV. Okie doke. So everything seems to be running pretty good. Okay, I refilled the oil. Eventually plan on putting synthetic in here, but 10W30, there we go. It's all buttoned back up, hose put back on, oil plug or dipstick put back in, and now I'm ready to go. Hi, this is James with Will Barber Drone. As you can see, I just got the Champion 3400 watt dual fuel inverter or generator, whatever you want to call them. I put oil in it, hooked up the battery, ran it for 5 hours, came back, changed the oil, and it was pretty simple. I'm not a mechanic, never pretend to be, but this was a very simple process, and the quick guide that they give you, except for step 6, which I identified, is a little bit out of order, but everything else is very self-explanatory. It was a lot easier process than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a nightmare, having to hook up the battery, change the oil, or put the oil in it, and then after running it, change the oil again. But it was all pretty easy. Just the battery took me a little bit of time because I switched the bolts around, and it seems to be working fine. And I'll put a link down below with my Jayco J-Flight 195RB trailer that I just did a review on. This is what the generator is for, so when I go fly my drones, I will have a way to charge my batteries, keep the trailer charged. If I'm out, BLM land where I'm dry camping or boondocking, whatever you want to call it. Okay, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up, make a comment. I'm sure there's a lot of comments. Okay, thanks. Bye.